Hello, we'd like to show you today how to put up our pure bamboo point of sale display. We start with a base. It's basically the bottom lid. We use a bit sticky tape just to give us a hand to put it up. We start with all these corners. And here. And here. Then we just fold it together. Here. And the sides. One side. And the last side. That was it. Now we go further with the basically the shelf part, as you see here, the biggest part. That's here. We put it on the table, and yeah, and we take these small dividers. Basically, these are the shelf dividers. We just put the small one beside first, and we've got the bigger one, as you see here. Just make sure that you put the glossy part outside, so you fold it that the glossy part is visible from outside. So as you see, it folds like that. So yeah, there are different cutouts for the later on the dividers. They should match up with this part here. There's a part, there's a slot, and here's a slot, so that's match up pretty good. Okay, then we start putting it up. We start with that back bit here. We just raise it and hold it firmly. We try to. Then we lift the side lid as well. And then we start pushing up the first part basically. That's the hardest part, the first part. Once that is done, it basically sits on the table pretty easy. So that's it. Now we start with the other ones. You just flip in the green parts and make sure they sit firmly together. Okay, now we've got the smaller part. Just again fold it and make sure the glossy part is outside. Then you've got the small version here, and you just put it like this. And again, flip the green parts around. There we go. Then we've got the end top. Oh, no, that's the top actually. That's the top. Pull it around, and there we go. As you see, that was that side, and now we just turn it around and do basically the same with the other side. Push these ones a bit out, gives a bit more flexibility, and there we go. Push the side up. Sometimes it's maybe easier if you've got another hand from someone else, and it's more fun putting it up with two people. Start here. Again, flip the green parts around. And that part here. As you see, it's yeah, pretty much nearly finished. Then we take these ones and just push them inside, they will hold later by the dividers. As you see, these notches, they basically line up. The same here, you have to do it like this. Okay, now we'll grab the just the shelf dividers. So we've got one big one, and make sure you've got the glossy part outside. The big one is for basically for here. Just put it in. That's one. Now the small one. Put it in. Another small one. And actually grab another one. There's another small one for the top. There we go, nice and firmly. That's actually the bottom. That's the top. So there we go. Now we do the chair. It's basically where the shelf unit sits on. We just fold it as it is, basically, and yeah, we fold that part around here. And there are notches. You just slide these cardboard things in. Same on the side here. It can be a bit tricky sometimes. It's cardboard. Side on the top. Chair. And now we've got basically the bottom, and we flip these parts around, and we've got the lid we've done before, and you just basically slide on the lid, nice and easy. There we go, chair's finished. We've got the shelf unit done and the chair done. Now we just basically do the rest of it, the top header. As you see, the sides, they've got yeah, basically a gap here, and what we do, we push in the top header into the gap like this and push it up firmly. There we go. And we've got the top part here. As you see, just make sure that the glossy part is facing towards your customers, and again you slide it in that gap of these sides here, just behind the top header. So just a little bit, and that it sits, because we have to push it a bit forward a bit later. Okay, then we've got these little support shelves. It's basically, it's for the shelf, so it's a little support for your shelf. Yeah, it's cut on an angle, as you see. Just slide them together, and when you push them into your display, just make sure that the top part is lower than the back part, because the shelf basically, which goes on top, should be set on an angle. But I'll show you that a little bit later. So you just slide it in here as it is, and then you push the back unit a little bit forward. It sits firmly, okay. And we've got, that's basically, that's the shelf. Yeah, that little notch here goes just behind the actual header, and it just flips around, and that part here actually fits into the notch which is here, so you just slide it into that notch. Okay, we do it here, and we push it in, and then we push everything a bit forward, and all the gaps are gone. Push it down. There we go. That's basically the shelf unit. Now we've got both parts finished, the actual shelf unit and the chair. So we take the chair and the shelf unit, put the shelf unit on top of the chair, as you see here. Pretty easy. And then we have got these little plastic hooks. We just push them into the cardboard. There are little notches here. So we start with the top part, which is a little bit longer. We push it in, and then it actually knocks in. See that? And one here, and one here. There we go. Then you can hang your items on there if you want. And the same is on the top. The top here, you've got 3 different notches. We'll put in the hooks. Sick. Sick. That's finished. That's the back of the whole unit, just to support the shelf unit from falling down off the chair. We've got here little cardboard things, and basically, yes, that's the back of the unit. Get it out here, flip it around, and do it like that. So that basically holds the top shelf onto the chair pretty strong. Yeah, that's it. Now, last but not least, we're doing the actual brochure holder. Basically, it's pretty easy. You've got these little things. You just flip them in, turn around, and yeah, basically just fold the whole unit. And they're little pre-notched. Basically, you just make it a little bit round, as you see here, and then you just push it inside the holder, and that's a brochure holder basically. And yeah, and we've got the brochures here. Just slide on the brochures. That's the brochure unit, and then we can attach it to the whole display unit here, to the side or bottom. Normally it's better if you put it to the side, so all your products are pretty visible. Yeah, that's it.